Now is my voice coming? Yeah, it is. Wow, what a voice. बहुत बेकार है. Not so good. Okay, so my voice is coming. Now let's load. Okay, so those who haven't seen yesterday's stream or its saved video in my YouTube channel or VOD in my Twitch channel, go do that first. Otherwise, you won't understand why am I so hyped today. Though I might not see at this moment because it's end of the day for me. I'll get hyped as I see the character that I got yesterday. It's a gradual process. So, excluding that from the equation, yesterday, after a very long time, I finally got a 5-star character, that too Mona. And if that was not enough, which by itself should excite me to the most, adding to the whole equation is the fact that I got Noelle full constellation yesterday only. I just needed one Noelle
I
constellation
just need a moment to
token or
quickly take
whatever you
down
call
some
that,
notes.
and I got it. So now the only thing left is to actually do the Yelan's quest. Honestly speaking, today's daily quests, daily tasks, and then level up those guys and check up Noel's damage because I'll be pretty honest, I've been waiting for this for so long that honestly, you know, this deserves the wait. Not for Mona, not for any 5-star character, but for Noelle. Essentially, her sixth or like her last constellation gives her the ability to convert 50% of her defense into attack. And knowing Noelle, those who don't know her skills, her stat distribution, your defense scales up easily. So, yeah, I'm just gonna test it today. Like full defense build, first of all. After that, I'll see what I can do. I essentially want her not as a DPS per se, I want her as a defense character, only defense and healing, but with enough attack that she doesn't lag behind per se, and I can use her in the critical hits. Because that's essentially what I need the characters to do. Defense and like attack and other things I've got it covered.
Right now, right here.
Why do you think I have eco and
Stand clear.
in my main party for a very long time? So yeah, essentially that because okay, those who think that like people, there will be guys who will be like, you have already have Kiki. Why do you need any other healing character? Kiki, Barbara, they are good, but having another healer doesn't actually hurt the whole thing. And Noel was the first healer I ever got. It's an attachment, you can say. And where do I need to go? Oh, yeah. I thought I had to collect some orbs or something. Okay, and this should be the second last one. Second list. Hopefully this is the last one. Yep. And we have reached the destination. Do I get a prize? Yes. Let's see. A gentleman strikes the broad daylight. Yeah, but I'm essentially stealing their resources. I don't want to be a gentleman thief. I want to be a proper thief. though I can fight them, take my time in doing so, but let's be honest, it takes a lot of time. Take this. Yeah, I forgot I can. I cannot forgot. Oh yeah, I can. Nice. That's also a lot of issue. Takes a just at the
Emerge
precise
right now.
connect.
Absorption test.
You know, I wanted to prevent this from happening because I know your backstory. It's pretty sad. But you have
Animal
forced
test
my
6308.
hand. Essentially, Sucrose is pretty weak on her own, to be
Right
honest.
here, right now.
But yeah, it's the fact that she's on her own. That's the fact that she is weak. She is so powerful when you have someone else in the party with some elemental ability. And as all the characters have an elemental weapon or elemental attack related skill or anything, makes her the strongest character. Unless of course you just add geo characters everywhere or like anemo characters. In that case, it's gonna be pretty weird. But let's be honest, you won't be doing it unless you're trying out stuff. There is some restriction. Or some of your friend just asked you like, okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Are you going to treat me to that meal? Yeah. What? You are preparing? Oh. Okay, I didn't expect that. There's Parwane. Okay, well, Parwane is tracking down more ingredients. Ultimate seasoning she wanted to make. Oh. Oh. Okay. Don't tell me. Yeah, this is that. You want a bit of shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Do you mean a kind of? Yeah. I can't find the recipe, you know. We can ask Xiangling, but whatever suits your taste buds. Yeah, here. By the way, which of these is not working properly? Oh my god, it's this one.
Traveler, Paimon, it's been a
Ah,
long time.
wait, what?
Oh,
I.
hey, Hoishin. Long time no see.
Is it Yelan's quest which essentially started? Okay, look, this was not in the plan, okay? In my defense, I didn't even know it was gonna start. It's not like I've played it or I have any other account in which I'm playing this.
Fancy
So,
meeting you
yeah.
here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time.
I am pretty sure by Ganyu it means that working girl who is probably doing her task as well at this moment. But doesn't she like if you guys have played that web event for Yelan, doesn't she look like the one character which we were interrogating? Probably.
But I've been feeling distracted at work lately.
But I think she was the
I just feel
cashier.
constantly agitated.
What?
It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Okay, that's a bad thing.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days.
Look, I'll be pretty honest. There have been dangerous things in this world which we have played with before that affect your increasingly low energy status.
He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end.
Wisdom.
Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him.
Yeah, I mean, that happens to all of us. Who is she? Okay, now I feel sorry for her.
Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me?
Sure.
He seems very fond of you, too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to
Sure,
talk to
let's go.
an old person. They have experience. We should learn from them. Especially if he has some kind of secret quest going on that is related to him. Please. Okay, I think I started it. Zhongli? Wait, Zhongli? Okay. Oh yeah, he's that storyteller. Got it. Old. Archaic stone. I think you have to be. Archaic stone is pretty much. I even tried asking for it once, I think, in one quest. Rather, I think he actually told us the importance of it. Yeah. Nice. I think you should be being pretty honest. He's well versed in history and mythology, the correct terminologies. He was in the part of that specific mythology and history. Hmm. Hmm. Yet he said the story is a true masterpiece, save for some inaccuracies. According to some researchers, Lyrax Lapis may not have possessed the skill required to create such a work of craftsmanship. Words from the person himself. And there was also another time when I told him about the serpent of Kingshe village. And by that story, I was saying that it was too good to be true for the serpent to transform into a beautiful landscape. Yeah, I mean, that guy's pretty much. I'm pretty sure he saw. He would have remembered if he went through. Hmm. Okay, but your stories are always marked by wild imagination. As pointed out, an ordinary listening home might be refused to. Nice. The storytelling requires a sharp mind. Okay, Zhongli's too into it. Okay. He means to say that the details are incorrect. Told through the eyes of a dragon again the other day. Aren't you ever worried your audience will get bored? True. Some stories are worth. That's also true. I mean, some are worth, but You have to give a bit of gap in between. Hmm. So why were you two arguing if he gets you? Yeah, tunnel. Why Shangli never went there? I mean, he went in the last quest only. Unless he is trying to ignore the place for some reason. I'm not sure. Actually, come to think of it, we haven't met Shangli in any of the quests except the previous one, that too for a very brief amount of time. Yeah, no chasm related quest had Shangli in it, as far as I remember. Or was there? If you guys know, just let me know in the comment section. I'm honestly not sure. Because as far as I remember, there wasn't any. Hmm, true. Yep, that's a good point. Uh, um, might have a word. Is precious and rare in your fort. I would advise against exchanging them as items as your ordinary goods. That's true. What? Hmm. That's that's actually true. Shangli is pretty thorough with these kind of stuff. Nice. Can I really keep this? Okay. Just talking for a while and we already got it. Yeah. We had to talk about this as well. Hmm. Yeah. We are pretty. No, we are not that pretty good pals with Zhao. We're probably the best friend he has in his whole lifetime compared to others. I'm relatively speaking. Unless we are including his family, those Yakshas, then yeah, we are not. What are you doing in the Yeah, you won't say you are caring for your junior or something. Okay. Okay. So, where's the fan? Nice. Hmm, this is cool. Oh yeah, I have to spend a day furnishing my whole sanitary pot. I forgot about it. Okay, I think my next, and in some stream I'll just announce which one during that day only, and yeah, during that time I'll just adjust my sanity pot. You guys can give me inputs during that time. That would be pretty interesting. Yeah, Xiangling. That's true. Uh, but we'll need some additional things. Ah, the classic ingredient. They are the hardest to mess up to. That's true. Hmm. That said, Tanasha Chefin knows my handle. Okay, a new twist on an old classic. Pretty sure the new twist is Youngling. Yeah, I think I've got some small quantity of these. Okay, let's see how it goes, Mom. Chef Mom. It's weird enough how he practically just made the dish. And it takes me hours to make a simple chapati. And that too is never a circle. Proper circle. Okay, just take it and let us know. Yeah, just. Hmm. Okay, I still feel shakalaka boom. Boom shakalaka. I think about it. Has given me an idea. Thank you for it. Take these. Make a truly unique dish. Best of luck. I'll be waiting earnestly for that dinner. Okay. So I guess I'll be doing the last part of the daily quests in
Ad
the end.
Astra Abyss.
Hi,
Thank you for
Catherine.
completing today's commissions.
Thank you.
Over and over again.
Ad
And
Astra Abyssosk.
same to you, Catherine. Let me see what these guys are doing. And by the way, I still don't understand why do we have a Pokemon situation here with Catherine, like nurse, that nurse and that officer, sorry, inspector. I don't know how they cloned them. I think in one of the episodes they were showing that they have a whole family lineage or something of same looking inspectors or I don't know. That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was funny and this is beautiful. Oh yeah, this is actually a pretty good. Yeah, I can take a picture. Of course, without my character showing up. Where is the option? Hide
I
profile to
haven't
hide
been out in a
character.
while.
And hmm, yep, definitely can set it as a wallpaper. Okay, we have another notice. Is it a update summary? Yep. And I think I did something. Okay. Thanks, actually. Sorry. Activate 10 tunes. Okay, I have to do that as well. Finish whispers in the wind 5 times. Not sure what that is. And there's so much stuff in this game, I honestly don't remember most of those. Okay, let me just collect all of this. And yep. So okay, now I think I should start Yelan's quest. Now if you're wondering why am I not starting with the testing first, it's technical and it will be more interesting to do the Yelan's quest now only. So Umbrabilis or Kiss chapter. I totally ruined the pronunciation. Or did I? Let me know in the comments or the chat. Okay, I need to go in Liyue. Makes sense. Hey, wait a second. Don't tell me. Yeah, that was related to her quest. Huh. Have I been here? I'm honestly not sure. Oh, there's even a cat over here. I mean, just see the quality, man. I don't have a cat, but this is pretty good. I never had a cat or anything. I haven't seen many stray cats as well.
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Voiceovers are good to have.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea?
You can say yes, I would love to hear the voice.
I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
Is everything okay?
Hoishin told you, didn't she?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me.
Okay, I understand. Don't worry.
As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels.
Are you sure this is not related to some kind of medicine or something you are taking?
I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
That's okay, but your sentences are too long, bro.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Okay, I take my words back.
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing.
Okay.
Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public.
What?
We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So a public selection process would not be suitable.
Oh, so it's like the previous person will choose the appropriate person. Not exactly hierarchically, but something like that.
We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in this. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
And how long does this
So
process
in
take?
other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Yeah, I tried this once in one of my clubs and it ended up disastrously.
Correct.
So yeah.
Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself.
Hmm. And the
Not
way
to
you are
despair,
slowly
however,
talking, it would take
because
a
I
whole day to
found
explain
someone
3 candidates.
exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted.
Huh?
She would
Who
be
is
walking
it?
and talking by the time she
I'm
arrived.
heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Ouch! Yelan, we didn't even know. Okay, in my defense. In our
It's
defense.
Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him.
Oh, okay. 3 candidates. Yeah, of course. She already has a duty. She probably won't be doing it.
Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
I don't know. Like, uh, we are. This guy's probably gonna leave this whole world once he finds his sister and deal with all the business. And I don't know about her.
What do you think?
I'm honestly not
Makes
interested.
sense. After all, whoever the next Tianshu is, it doesn't really make any difference to us.
So true.
Still, Paimon's really curious to see which candidates Uncle Tian picked, so let's go take a look.
If it's out of curiosity, fine.
All right
let's do
then.
it.
Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety, too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
No.
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how
She's
long
very
you've been
possessive.
working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Okay, this is gonna be challenging. But
Deal.
interesting.
Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation.
Actually, she seems to be talking fast now. Even though she was pretty slow talker in the previous quest compared to this guy.
Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
What?
You're all set?
Are you kidding me?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Are you sure it's not some kind of attempt?
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tien is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qin Wei, Mingbo, and Zhi.
Sure, he. Okay. I would be calling her she, he. But okay. Wait, doesn't this sound... Shangwei Minghua. Okay.
Qin Wei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liuwei Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel.
Okay.
Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Wait, we?
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Stakes. If you're talking about stakes, how about lost god destroying Liyue?
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Because we are in that event. I don't know, they have been pretty solid events in which Traveler was a part. Or rather played a key role. Not in the second though, where Shenji essentially did all of the work. So I need to go there. Will I be able to use my parkour skills here? Definitely not. I said definitely not. of these characters won't listen to
Are
me.
you buying or not?
But that's what in a way makes this game more enjoyable. Hmm. And this is pretty risky, right? If any of the kids are gonna fall from here. Okay. Do I test it for safety purpose? Okay, Kiki, you are up.
Go.
Yeah, you will definitely need to go to doctor after this. Safety test results. Civil administration should check this out. And there's an even deeper slope there. So yeah, I think I should send a complaint. Can't you take a look at this?
Faster? Okay, faster.
I don't know actually. By the way, I think I need to go here only.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
Arrogant, not buying it.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
You're definitely not passing this, bro.
Oh, I think it's fine.
No confidence. You're also not passing.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting... Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Okay, this guy is using ideas. Might pass.
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances...
Okay.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Yeah. Oh, it was those 3, huh?
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process.
Yeah, we never heard any word of it.
I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail this part of this. Might pass this one. Not sure though. Face-to-face interview, I usually fail those.
In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development.
Actually,
In the
that
second
could
stage,
be
we will
one
ask
of the
them some
reasons why I'm
questions
not
in
doing the
person.
face cam. Yeah, that makes total sense. So yeah, I'll be passing that part only if you guys actually watch and support the channel much.
Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Whoa.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto.
Oh.
Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
Okay.
I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Yelan, are you serious? Okay, time to do a thorough reading after a very long time. Since I did my college. So, I don't think so. Okay, let's start from this. Ming boss covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, okay? Focuses on people's livelihood. Nice. Seem to be greater good means a world where that works for everyone. Good idea, but doesn't usually work for everyone, that is. She was analyzes many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. That's good. But regulation and incentives are both indispensable. Hmm. This is more of a statement warning or something like that, not exactly a manifesto per se. I mean, you can practically take it as a conclusion or something like that, like a statement conclusion, but not exactly a full manifesto, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this guy is pretty thorough. Sherry is problem solving. Okay. Manifesto wise, this guy is pretty thorough. Lol. Can I sit here? Yeah. Is it comfortable, Kiki? Have you seen any time in your past, present, or future life this big bundle? No? Okay. Yeah, I have to write it this is once. That was
Finished, huh?
pointless.
What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of
Yeah.
course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're put. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets. That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Let's see how it goes.
Oh?
actually.
So you two are the assessment officers, are you?
3. Are you not seeing her?
I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly
fail.
hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Fail.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Did you learn from
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about.
Hi.
With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Can I use my aerial blast on this guy?
Oh, is it my turn?
Okay. So the previous guy was pretty arrogant, self-narcissist, and narcissist, self-narcissist, not a word, my bad, and perfectionist, I would say, some bits of it. I think he'll be a good guy because they put a lot of expectation on others. Otherwise, they will try to do everything on their own, and his manifesto is too big, so might not pass.
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
Bro, get a life.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Okay, being completely honest, you need to have good communication skills as well, so...
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Wow. Okay,
Hello.
he's,
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
okay, the previous guy was pretty... how do I say it? He's good for analysis part and stuff, but I think the public communication phase has to be handled by someone else in that case. Or he can learn.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Okay, positive attitude, nice trick.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Okay, now that's a pretty valid question for an interview.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from.
Okay, he prepared for it. He deliberately wrote the manifesto.
But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts.
Okay, he might pass actually. Yelan, I think you might have some competition.
Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
That sometimes works, most of the time.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer.
Too confident, deliberately
He
prepared
seems
the
like a
manifesto.
great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he
No,
was just a
that was
pleasure to listen
tricky.
to.
Meh.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented.
Yep.
But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more.
Last but not least, Yi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Yi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
That's true, but I somehow feel like this is too big of a coincidence.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to...
Luckily, I'm pretty sure in this whole quest I won't have to fight anything. A villain. And now. Yo.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Yi's manifesto are very similar to your own.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now, those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me.
Yeah, that's too similar.
But Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Yeah.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle?
Qianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingguo came to my attention in the course of my work.
Okay.
As for Juri, that was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man.
That
It's a
makes lot of
joy to
sense.
see. The young are growing up, and I am growing old.
Everyone is
How
growing old.
time flies.
Younger
No
are
one
growing
can escape
into
the cycle of life.
older people.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
True.
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
I mean, I'm just listening to the dialogue because of the effort they've put in. But yeah, dialogues are pretty lengthy for this part. But yeah, that
Sounds
shows
like
that
you
he's
sure love
getting.
fishing, Uncle Tien.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Okay, I was expecting this dialogue.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. That flavor makes for a fond memory.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too?
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien.
I don't know why I think there is a bigger picture there.
So, it's gonna be Jiri, right?
No.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
It's actually a test for her, I guess.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
Or more like a background test.
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
It was a test for Yelan.
The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels.
Yep.
For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Seriously, why do they always have to have some ninja-related stuff?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua.
Somehow I was
They work for
expecting
me.
them.
As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required.
Okay.
Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Are you serious?
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Zhi, well, obviously, as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
Oh.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique?
See? Bringing Paimon along was a good idea.
He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Somehow I feel like Yelan is gonna, ask Paimon to be her assistant now. Once we are gone. I'm saying we are gone because I'm 80% sure Paimon might. I'm 60% sure Paimon might not be able to come with us. But given that no one seems to be recognizing Paimon as a species or something, I guess she might be coming with us.
Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Oh.
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that.
Seeing a merchant in his business, best way to approach.
I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
What the?
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Okay, I think this is not a reliable person now. Anytime you mention Second Life, he's gonna buy the stuff you're selling.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Okay, knock yourself out. That is what the usual statement should be, 80% of the guys are gonna say that. But how about more than that?
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known.
Okay.
I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family.
Okay, that's weird.
He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to...
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
How did the neighbor got bankrupt? I would like to look into that direction.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't...
No.
Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... that's Juri.
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's try not to let him see you. We want this information.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Can you stop attracting
I understand.
attention?
Let's walk and talk.
Okay. Yeah, just taking a walk. You guys can ignore me. Enjoy your date.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
Huh?
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Wait. He's buying a wine set?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Why am I feeling so worried about it?
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
Ah, wow.
It's
nice
my
building.
pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends.
Nice
It's nice
lamp.
to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Ouch.
Juri seems to get along really well with everyone.
No, but you forgot the context of this conversation, I guess. Do you not hear he's buying a wine set? Why?
Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
I don't. I feel there's a bigger thing going on in the background.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have? Wait. You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianchu yourself, are you?
Okay, that is a valid conclusion, Paimon, but think about it. Do you want Tianshu to be someone who is corrupt or bad person?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Okay, no, that's right.
You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
Paimon is right.
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Okay, Paimon is right. So. Okay, so I guess I should go there. Any shortcut I can use? I guess not. Time for a little bit of parkour. More like running. See, I'm being pigeon friendly nowadays. And because of expeditions, I don't need to kill pigeons. All that. I'm already smelling a lot of dirt. More like there are a lot of loopholes.
The
in
wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the
Equation.
anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers.
Okay, let's see, uncles. Frog not related to. Oh, that's a big
Welcome.
fish.
What would you like to buy today?
I mean, size wise. We would like to. We are here to buy some information. Okay, let's do
Sorry
this.
to interrupt. We're actually members of the Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
Nice.
We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you...
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity.
Paimon, we don't need to discuss it now.
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
Good or bad?
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so
but I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
What?
Oh? Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
Sure.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Okay, somehow practically no one knows Yelan.
Everywhere
That's
they
actually
go,
good for
they meet
information
someone who's
gathering.
heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Yeah, I mean, wait. If he's bad at fishing, how was he sending good fishes that he caught himself to the old man? One more loophole, I guess. Fishmonger.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask if...
Wow, she switched identity again.
I mean, it's not like she has an identity card. You can just name any association. It sounds valid.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay
It's
out of my business.
research, Not. Wait, wasn't it 300 for one and 3 for 1,000? How's that a fair price?
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know any...
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know.
Sure.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Why?
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head.
Okay.
And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him.
That's bad. No. That's not a good person for that kind of job.
I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's
I see. Well, thank you for...
not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
1 for 300, 3 for 1,000. Are you seriously kidding me?
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay.
A lot of loopholes are now adding up. How did he help the neighbor then? That doesn't add up at all. I'm honestly starting to feel it's more.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you.
Why? Wait. Okay. Sorry. Almost for a second thought his eyes were not colored.
What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
Yelan, that was a cheap move. Please.
But of course,
Hurting.
we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with...
Great! So what do you wish to know?
Now she's lying to a kid.
Yeah.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about? I've heard many tales of Juri, probably 'cause it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about...
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about before that. People always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him.
Essentially, he has a lot of dirt.
Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him.
Just as I thought.
Huh?
I mean, just as I thought, Master...
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Okay, he's paying people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say...
Thank you, ma'am!
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Okay. My analysis is he wants to become the Tianxing and wants to take over his business, uncle's business, in order to write off debt and everything. Also, he's pretty thorough about it. He's making sure his image remains positive and stuff. And because it's 2 to 3 months back only, he might have discovered it while talking to him or fishing or something like that. So yeah, essentially he's not a good person.
Strange? What was strange? Juri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gas look...
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from?
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go.
Okay.
That's a little over the top, if you ask me.
That's true.
Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Juri's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person.
True.
Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Juri has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these
When you put it like that...
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any Juri was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Someone is helping him.
Right, and that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu. That's the worst-case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do?
Yeah, I think that mindset was for that purpose only.
Even if we asked Juri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
Unless we torture him out of it. Otherwise you can just follow.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Juri must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some... Come on, let's get...
It was mostly related to financial purposes, so yeah. Business and finance. Okay, at least my assumption was right. He has a lot of dirt on him. He smelled fishy, or intended, based on the situation from the start. And this is time for some cheap parkour. Oh, why is there a bush here? And the parkour has to be relaxing because I want it relaxing.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a... I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put... Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get...
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look...
Okay. This is gonna take a bit of reading.
Even though Yelan took half, well, we gotta start somewhere.
Sea, rock, roads. He has been to docks. He is traveling a lot. Rock. I say sea. Coastal defense. No. Roads. Traders are on this. Rock. Rock. I guess rock related.
Oh, this reading is get.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as you...
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua! If
Yeah,
you're back,
actually forgot
that
to.
means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
Yep.
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Okay, that doesn't sound so convincing.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed that kind of guy. If the things are not working, he will work on them personally. Like Ganyu. Ganyu should take him under her wing.
The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Yep,
Who'd have thought?
of course. Like, you've seen him talking, right?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult, but here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all.
Well,
Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets.
okay, that's weird, but okay.
It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him,
Yeah,
even if he
I get
shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora.
To validate his theories.
Yep.
No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
Yes.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills. And
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbois.
Well, we're all...
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with... But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs appraised...
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper.
Oh,
I
nice.
haven't seen it for myself.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not
always
always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Oh, I thought they were gonna vanish like ninjas.
So, have you finished reading the manifest?
We still have a bit left.
Yep. That's a lot based on the number of pages
I
flipped.
can't see any immediate problems. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan. Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great... A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing.
So, did they find any?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue faction.
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
The Black
Oh yeah!
Cliff Forge.
Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Zhi-Yi wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheongshu Pool.
Yep.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We
Yeah,
may
it's
well
more
find
of a
something
test
new.
for Yelan than any of the other guys, I guess. Ah.
Shenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought.
Jade Chamber.
What about Juri? Is there another side to him too?
We. Okay. Let's align. No. Better, but
Humidity
not the
levels
best.
are increasing.
This is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Anything strange been going on recently?
Except us jumping over that flying fortress of Ningwa and still surviving.
Excuse me? What's that
Just, stuff that when it happens, you think to yourself,
I don't think we're going to get anywhere asking questions like that.
That's true. Okay. Nothing of note happened today, nothing of note happened. Payday, 3 records. Join, can't believe people are... One of the newcomers is very skilled. You got meet the team leader. Nothing. Okay.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think?
Newcomers.
You think they're suspicious?
Yes.
Yep.
Look, it's at this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, that'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the no red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If so, who's...
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that.
Yep. Is there anything else I can search though? I guess not.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the...
You want them to teach you or something?
What are you saying?
I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them.
Meeting.
I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Ouch.
Interesting. Let's go talk.
And given that I'm dealing with the old
Looks like our
person-
hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious.
Okay.
Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I guess...
They went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up!
Are you sure? Yep, I think they are. Okay, so... Where else? Yeah, there are a bit of footprints here. There is there. And here. And there.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
No, I think not.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Yeah. So, if I'm assuming correct, the angle was wrong, supposedly. Wait a second. Wait, what was the angle of those footprints? It's this way. What do you mean it's this way? No. Yeah, I know I can see it in the map, but my tracking skills say the footprints are wrong. You know, the direction was wrong, actually. Unless, of course, they were going over us so that they can lose the footprints. No, the angle was right. My bad. I was not able to see
The
because
footprints
of
stop
grass.
here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing.
Let's see what's in the old house. Some detective work, I guess. Hey, wait, what's that? Oh, just a minute. Oh, now what do we have in here? Burnt out fire. Compacted mud. Someone was sitting here. And let's see, strange traces. What else can be there? Let's see.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we—
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge?
No, it will
They've
take...
gotta go back there sooner or later.
Yeah, but we have to give the results.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysterious. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cool.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E.
You can ask the guys who we saw before if anyone
I
passed.
smelled something peculiar the moment I came in.
Oh.
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
Yeah.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
You're talking about, of course, the only place, Dragon's Spine.
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Yeah, I've only seen. Sorry, my bad. I'm pretty much not a traveler much. Like, I don't like traveling much. So yeah, I've only seen Dragon's Spine.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out.
You should stay away from water, bro.
When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my...
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Don't tell me lack of energy is due to that.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
How about we give Sayu the task? No, I think she might sleep.
Okay, so tail...
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some
groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win.
Oh, you wanna make him find out a tale and then... Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess. Be sure to arrive on time.
Good. Okay, so following day is 9 to 11. I think this quest was gonna take this long. Given that there is no fighting involved. Hey, wait, shouldn't I be going there and then changing the time? Probably I didn't mess up much. Let me teleport here. That way it will be faster. Yeah, we're gonna announce the result here and then not telling it to the old man. Okay. Yeah. By the way, I wish there was some kind of thing. Okay. In any case.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing—
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchange. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win. In contrast, Zhi is after much consideration.
What?
Oh,
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name be. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianj. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal.
Count me out. I'm not in the...
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Ouch.
Oh no, if we get stuck here...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally...
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards...
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui?
I think there's gonna be a time limit, but this is too attractive to kind of leave, so I'm just gonna collect these things.
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want what do we investor these days? Given that they are practically investing on almost everything you can think of.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being...
How the heck did he manage to shake you? I guess Zhi didn't let his guard down.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being...
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have.
You can do that? I never knew.
If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine.
Xinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without... I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Xinyue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a... Let's go to Xinyue Kiosk.
Okay, I think she forgot that. Oh yeah, you have to be thought. I forgot that. And I was just talking about that she need to tell the result to the old man, but you know, she's
Could you
being
explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under...
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to...
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think...
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Ouch. Rude but true.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order.
Someone from Shaznia.
This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to...
Liquor? and wineware.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Ouch. Yeah. He has to pick up his antiques. And I think I know the place this time where we have to go. It is supposedly here. I'm definitely not looking at the map.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality.
Sure. Which model are...
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice.
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item.
Oh.
Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid...
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing.
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Oh, yeah. Roundabout way of knowing how many people are there.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a...
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now.
Okay, you know there are 2 ways.
This is turning into a real head.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly in...
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's...
Yelan, so has the plan failed?
No, we know that there are 2 guys.
Oh, if we can't figure out where Jur-E went, there's nothing...
If so, it's no...
What do you mean?
We need to go somewhere where there is a special occasion. You are bringing antiques, you are bringing liquor, and you are dressed. Of course, there is a Sejnia or Fatui investor coming in, so you have to act accordingly.
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because if he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of... No. This is a victory feast. Held in honor of Jur-E. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high step. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either...
Have both locations surrounded.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so...
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for.
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could...
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, stick to your orders.
That's true.
And make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anyway...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close...
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at
Okay, let's see. Where was the tea house again? This way. I can almost see it. Let's just skip time. Okay, time skipped. Okay, the quest has been pretty thorough. I'll be honest, I won't be investigating someone like this. Yelan is pretty thorough.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Oh, got red-handed.
Qingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there.
Yeah.
It's one place they won't need to...
Oh no.
No, wait.
We gotta go get them!
There's gonna be fighting.
Let's
hard.
go. If my hunch is correct.
Okay. You know what? it's a good time to actually swap out Kiki with Noelle. Okay, Noelle, you are up.
I will protect you.
And let's check if she's using all the things that I recommended last time. Okay, defense. Okay, anything with high defense. Come on. Now I'm not finding any defense related equipments when I get tons of it. Usually, no. No. I need a dual defense artifact. Okay, whatever. Current one suffices. 43, cool enough. Defense 60, cool enough. Defense, defense, and defense. Bad build, I know, but works for me. My talents are. It's been a long time actually. I'll just skip through. Okay. Increases attacks. That scales off based on the defense. Cool. Absorption scales based on defense. Cool. Got it. So I think this is good enough. Wait. Can I just go basic. Increase the skill level. I can't for this one. Not for this one as well. Okay. This will have to suffice. Oh yeah, this place. I have some bad memories of this one. Let's go. Smart to take up that place. That is the only.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place.
If you want to know how I knew this,
I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Did a lot of quest here. Like I did only one quest here and that one as well. It took me a lot of effort. Okay.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground.
You bet it is.
The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment.
After
any
all,
resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly.
Sorry.
We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here.
That's true.
By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
So it is only 2 of us handling the combat. Are you serious? What if they brought a whole chess team for 2 group or something? Oh, sure. No hydro. I think I'll manage. And hydro is for pyro, so I've essentially. Are you kidding me? Get to user it. Okay.
Busted. Quietly now.
Absorption test. Yeah, animal test 6308.
A lot easier.
Leave it all to me.
I'll be pretty honest. Even though the attack might not seem much, but to me it's for scale.
I must leave no stone unturned. As a good knight should.
Yeah.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
And these guys are level 92. Okay. That makes
Someone needs assistance.
a lot of difference. Hey, wait, who's that guy?
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. That must be the emergency access route, right?
Okay, another puzzle, I guess. Okay. Nothing of that order here. Don't tell me I just need to stand here.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
So convenient. So you're here. Wait, what's that? This goes here, I guess. Do we have another one of this? By the way, just my thoughts, but I think Noelle should get a new dress as well. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any other outfit. So, yeah. And I'm actually using the base glider on her. It looks better compared to all the others. Okay, so now there should be a similar fire out for this guy. Oh, now who do we have here?
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Animal test 6308. Boing, boing, boom!
And I'm sure because this. Okay, yeah, got it. There it is. So let's let me take this. Good thing about new updates and quests, you get chests. It's been quite some time since I last opened a chat. Oh. I forget.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way?
I hope, unless there's something that's gonna happen with these lights. Okay, if I were to see at the source, okay, it's not right. Huh. Now, what do we have in here? Okay, let me just collect this one. There's a lot of treasure here. It's practically hidden. Okay. So you fall here, you get stuck. You have to use the ladder. I'm doing this because, you know, if any one of you are trying to do this and you get stuck, you know how to get out of this situation. So I'm pretty sure most of you will just directly come to this place. Nice elevator system. Oh, that's a good view. I'm the moon and everything. It's going down. I have been here. Oh.
Right
Hey
here.
guys.
Right now.
Okay, I'll be honest.
Absorption test.
Defense wise, best. At least in this party. Okay. Now, what do we have in here? Oh. Okay, I think I got it. It's that type of doorway. Okay, I need to collect this. I think I've been to something similar in Azuma. And this, just in case. I can already hear a mage. See? You know what? Let me just use
Busted.
Then
Stand clear.
there is skill.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Okay, now that this part is done,
Jumpy, jumpy, jump.
let's fight fire with fire.
Absorption test.
Okay, this part is also done. So now we have 2 surprises for us. I have to do anything here. Okay, so this one. This one. What's this? Oh, this is chest. Seriously, unless you try all the combinations, you can't find. But I think this was the standard combination. Oh, okay. That is a nice animation. And then we have this chest. This and wait, no, that won't help. Probably have to move this one. Yeah, it is blocked, just as I thought. This one. Oh, another chest. Okay, now I'm a bit lost myself. I guess, okay, so this doesn't move. Move this. Move this. Then, I guess, move this. Now, here. Oh. Push. No. Push. Push. Nice. That's convenient. Did it work to my advantage? Not the way I see it. Push. Push. No, wait. These two go somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh. I'm so bad at problems. Nice. It's actually pretty cool how they show us all this. Parts of the puzzle.
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Yeah. Let's see. Push. Push. I guess this goes here. Yep. You go there. You go there. And bro, you just go straight. Okay, that was easy. Now you come to the difficult part. You go there. You go there. You go there. You go there. Okay, how do I get this guy? Let's do that. You go there. You come up here. You will be first. That just need to be adjusted. Can I send them? Here. That way I have a safe spot up here. So push this one here, this one here, this Here, then just this. Okay. Let's
The door is open. Let's go.
Okay, this is.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
You know what? Let me just give it a sec. Okay. No, I'll change our artifacts with something like this, and this one was good, but I guess let's use this one, and for this one I guess I'll just go with defense only. Okay, well, you're up. That's what I mean.
Right here. Emerge.
Steady as stone. Animal test 63 of... Time to clean up.
It doesn't work.
Fine, fine, fine.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Stand clear. Absorption test.
Let me see. What did go wrong? So if I remember correctly, the last constellation was increases Noelle's attack by an additional 50%. Additionally, every opponent's defeat during the skill such as Searing Sweeps attack. Oh, that makes sense actually. So that's why I was getting that DPS. Just change this back to defense once. Actually, I should use this one for defense. And I guess this is good enough. This one. Okay, I will go here. Okay, devs, you might want to look into it. This is a bit of a sticky situation. My characters are literally vibrating. Okay, let's see what's happening.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Careful. Nice.
Oh, sorry. That went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting you.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink.
I'll do my...
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already... I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
Okay, this guy is dead. I'm killing him.
Come on, another round.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all, but I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people.
Why do you have
the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup.
Why do you have to explain it?
What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result.
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
Bro, you're poisoning him, you're not fooling him.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Wait, so you are telling me all the random statements about him being poisoned I was making from the start, those are true? Well, suddenly I became a psychic or something? Or I mean, it was pretty obvious, at least for me.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera?
I always have a camera.
If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to...
Ouch.
Excellent. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real hit, but soon everything will be taken. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wide. Just look at your two competitors. Qianwei had wealth. Mingbo had reputation. But you? And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Ouch, pretty harsh, but I don't know, for Farenlands it is quite true.
Yes, I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want.
Uncle Gao said that Zhi has low self-esteem. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time. So do you have any more film in the camera?
Plenty.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale. How well this goes for us depends on how Zhi plays his...
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Don't tell me he's poisoning him as well.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. Huh?
Ouch. He poisoned
Zhi, you...
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher.
Suddenly change of character.
You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet?
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation...
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself.
Wow.
The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool.
Okay, this quest has been totally about people tricking each other.
But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accident. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerated. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel.
Jerry, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of it. After I die...
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second in command.
How?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends.
Oh.
He has been eyeing your position.
That's right. Shh.
Relax. Sweet dream.
Time to get him. Wow, synced walking. Only we are Traveler and Paimon are not coming out. Oh, now we are.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything.
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite... I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the... Nothing else you wanted to add?
One wrong move and it all comes crashing. You followed him here, didn't you? Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you... When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests.
Yeah,
in fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous... I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here.
You still don't get it, do you? What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to... There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way.
Oh.
Uncle Tien was always, out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for...
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on.
That's a good
You're
advice.
still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you.
Oh.
Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Yelan, seriously?
Huh?
Don't tell me. Please don't tell me.
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then...
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry, as long as they're willing to get some rest.
This is gonna be so weird out. I can already feel it. She's probably gonna ask him to politely decline the position or something, which will give her this. I don't know. Could be many such instances. Let's see, what if we burn this? You know, there should be explosives. Let's burn all of this. Be ready for the explosion. Oh, nothing happened. I guess they removed it. There should be bodies here somewhere. Or the three guys from...
La la la.
Yeah, I think they were removed as well. Yelan is pretty quick. Okay. Okay, I guess now we can go to the tea house one last time. Tea house is this way. Next day already. Wow. This quest has been pretty long. Okay. Wait, this is not the quest I'm following. Yeah. Are you sure? And if Yelan practically gives the whole case to the old man, he might actually avoid her, but I think she's gonna use another trick for this.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju.
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organ.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them...
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid over...
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Oh, so he usually talks fast, I guess. And you guys nodded, everyone can see.
You're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. Now, yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known that.
Is it just Paimon? Or is Uncle Tien not that surprised?
It was test for Yelan, I'm telling you.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Jur-E. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tien?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position. When I first met Juri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things.
Got it. You had a very rough time.
What I really admired about Juri was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poison. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison. And he also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into... Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the
But that's still really...
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking...
How is...
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks... Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything that...
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you were...
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinate. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't...
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing?
So, okay.
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the info. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan,
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they never...
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
What?
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point.
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire to... I remember you showed some interest a few days ago.
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's... Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face... All right, I'm done here. Time for me to...
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. It's for me to know and you... But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long.
I'll be honest, I was focusing on that cat.
Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you.
Okay,
A lot of people
after
are
all.
watching you for a lot of reasons.
After all.
If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tien. After the recent...
Okay, let me
bombs, so heavy. Explosion inside city wall, grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people, Jin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed, Klee be doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me. These bombs, so heavy.
Okay, so just did a quick research as well. Okay. In any case, for Noelle, I think my current build should suffice. Not for the fact that all of the weapons I'm using, they have pretty low stats. What I was expecting them to have. So I think using this one is pretty cool. So I'll just level it up because it is one of the reasons this is not working out. This is wait, it's level 50. Yeah, I mean. Oh, wait. Oh, I was using the... My bad. Guys, my bad. So, now that we have the correct one equipped, and these guys... I mean, that is... Let me just check up one thing. Where's that punching bag of... No, I think that guy is replaced by something else. Where can I find another punching bag or a group of such guys? Essentially, I knew the location of that one. Anyone else? Yeah, there should be a ruin guard roaming around there.
La la la. Woo! La la la. Woo!
Yeah, in that island. Honestly, I do feel like I should be getting a new armor / outfit. You know, even though this looks cool, but having a variety for her is honestly quite very disappointing.
I'll catch up.
Okay, so for this test, I'm going with this sword till level 80. I think I have it to the second max here. I'll just increase one more percentage later. And this artifact group, where I think the most of the focus is on defense. Yeah, even the substats have defense.
Leave it all to me.
So let's check her out. Yeah, I think this will be a good test.
Right now, right here, right now. Dumpy Dumpty go! Steady as stone.
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would. Someone needs assistance.
But we are getting.
Emerge, right here. Animo test 6308. I must leave no stone unturned. Stand clear. Emerge, right now. Someone needs...
Yeah, didn't I delete these guys before?
All in a day's work.
Why am I getting it now?
Someone needs assistance.
Look, I'll be pretty honest, I have deleted these guys before. Somehow I got this just again. Doesn't add up. Okay, so this test was utter failure actually, but I think this could be due to the fact that I'm using this set of artifacts. So the one I looked up, they were in this artifact region. So the one suggested for Noelle is not this, not this, this. Nope. Mhm. Yeah, this one, Husk of Opulent Dream. So essentially it will increase the defense by 30%, more the better. A character equipped with this artifact will obtain Curiosity effect. In the following condition, when on field, the character will gain 1 second after each hit of the opponent with a geo attack, triggering a maximum of 1 every 0.3 seconds. Okay. When off the field, the Curiosity is 1 every 3 seconds, stack up to 4, and provides 6 for 24% defense and 24% damage bonus. Again, the 6% 6-second pass without this. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool for her. Though I still need to level her talents up. But okay, this is something that I can work on, honestly. Okay, so this part is done. I just need to Husk of Opulent Dreams. Okay, I probably don't have it. Oh, did I get any name card? Yeah, I think it must be for keys. Okay, now let me just quickly level up Mona a bit because even though I want to use a by the way, those who are trying to level up characters, don't just blindly put all your higher grade level up materials like you do.
This was ordained.
This is just a personal advice because it actually consumes all the components. Now, it might seem like 1k experience won't matter much, but it's good to have experience.
One step closer.
Yep. And level 50. Reach level 70. Oh, this worked out. All that farming for levels definitely worked. Okay. Sure for 60, not sure for 70 though. Yeah, definitely not working out here. And this is fulfilled, but these two are... I'm gonna do that later. Okay, so let me just take these into fate and oh wait, this is, yeah, I couldn't wait. My bad. Wait a second, how much of these tokens I have? 6. So I can buy 1 fate. This is already halfway there. So I need like... Actually, it's more than halfway. So if I do 2 quests, 2 floors of this Spiral Abyss, then with current one I just need 3 fates. I preferably want to get Xiao first, so I think I'll invest on this. Because being completely honest, Yelan is good. I can probably use him for a very good variety of uh, DPS and situations, but I currently don't possess that many AoE characters, so having Zhao will be a good idea, but now I'm honestly not so sure because as soon as I said it, I realized Zhao has major limitations. Okay, so I will see. Okay, so this is all for today. Next time, yeah, we have our midnight back. So yeah, that's for today. If you like the content, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's see how the whole building on TPS Noelle build goes.
Leave it to me! All of it! Whatever it is! What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
Wow, she literally responded to my request. Okay, that was quite weird. So yeah, share the content with your friends, families, whom you think will like, and actually do that because not seeing any progress much. So no, I'm not requesting. I'm just telling you guys to do it. And yeah, write in the comment. Send some new comments. I've comment section is pretty much empty for the whole videos. You guys can type anything, but yeah, preferably keep it friendly and something related to the content. That will be much more appreciated. Especially if it's some advice or anything that can be used to improve the gameplay or anything regarding the stream, my voice, or something like that. And as you can see, we have 18 followers on Twitch, so yeah, still a long way to go. 32 to be precise. Actually 33 because on Twitch counts 1 subscriber less. That's a discussion for some other day. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys liked it and have a great day ahead.